Hello everyone, and welcome to the Flying Cork TX. Hey everyone, and welcome to my first episode this year of the Flying Cork TX, but this time we're going to change it up, and now we're at a brewery, Third Level Brewing Company to be exact, and Round Rock on Highway 79, not even a quarter mile off of the 35. Stick around, I'm going to go inside and have a chat with the brewers here and see what they have happening. Ready? Let's go. All right, so we're sitting inside a Third Level Brewing Company with the masterminds behind this company, right? What I'd like to do is have you guys introduce yourselves. Tell us your name and what your role is in the company.
Sure, I'm the tag along with the masterminds. My name's Andrew Llanes. I do sales and distribution. So I'm the sales guy. Yeah.
Yep, awesome.
I'm Ross, and I like to party. No, I help make the beer.
He does make the beer. He's the beer maker.
The beer guy.
He comes up with the recipes. He is the primary brewer, and he's also responsible for most of our label or all of our label design.
Yeah, I make the labels too. That's right.
Yeah.
And he likes to party.
Yeah. So don't undersell yourself. You need a name tag that says Master Brewer Ross.
Sorcerer Supreme.
Sorcerer.
That's what it says on his business card.
Okay.
Sorcerer Supreme.
All right. A bit of magic going on in the beer making. That works.
And then
I mean, yeah, it's.
And then I'm Clint Bradley. I am Ross's business partner.
He talks to people.
I do talk to people. I also handle all of the administrative stuff, tend bar most of the night, and help Ross make the beer. So,
Okay.
yeah, I'm the production assistant.
Yep. Backup beer guy.
That's right.
Backup partier.
That's right.
Yep. Excellent. So before we go deep diving into the history and how all of this project came about, let's start with what we have here first on the first one for the tasting. Where are we going? Right to left?
Left to right.
Left to right?
So we'll
Okay.
start with the
Redneck?
Redacted Dunkel is the first beer. It's a Munich Dunkel lager. It's got a dark ambery color. This is probably on the lighter end of the spectrum for the beer.
Mm-hmm.
But as you can see, it's nice and clear. Got that nice amber color. A lot of times when you get a Dunkel, it'll be quite a bit darker than this from what I've seen.
Gold medal winning Dunkel.
In terms of homebrew competition, yes. We did win.
Possible gold.
And it is entered
On
in for
Saturday.
the Texas Craft Brewers Guild competitions.
Yeah.
And we'll see how they rate it.
Good chance. When did that take place?
This Saturday.
This Saturday.
Yeah.
They did.
When
They,
I'm out of
ta-
town.
they tasted it last weekend. I think they did all the tastings and judging, and
Yeah, they haven't.
they're announcing it on
Oh,
Saturday.
okay.
They're
Announcing
announcing it,
is
yeah.
on Saturday.
Yeah. At the guild meeting. So there's
Yeah,
a
the annual guild meeting.
annual guild meeting every year. So
Okay, awesome. So let's start everything off with a toast. And today is also a special day when he goes to watch this. My nephew, actually, kind of wish he was here. Today, he turns 21.
Wow.
Yeah. So with this redacted Dunkel, to my nephew Corbin, happy 21st. We're
Happy
going to
birthday,
catch up
Corbin.
on some pints later. Thank you.
yeah.
Mhm.
Happy
Corbin
birthday.
Dallas.
Yep, indeed.
That's really good after the stout.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
With your side drink over there.
Yeah. A stout.
Yeah. Nice light caramely flavor.
Sweet caramel, but still that crispness like a caramel apple. Even though brewers hate any apple flavor in a beer because it's generally under fermented.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't say it's really appley. It's just that crispness of a caramel apple.
I mean, we'll have to say this is the house favorite. You know, all three of us could agree that. It's probably,
This is one of our
Yeah, this is- yeah.
oldest beers.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Oldest
this is
recipes,
really
I
nice.
guess. Oldest recipes.
Definitely very nice. Easy drinking. It's not a heavy hoppy. It's a dunkel.
Always
Yeah.
surprised when somebody doesn't like it. It's like,
Yeah, that does
Like,
always
what?
kind of catch me off guard. I'm like, you.
I mean, I could understand just wanting something different, but like just flat out not
Mhm.
liking it. Like, oh, all right,
Right. There's the
Everybody's
Polish
got their-
guy, and then there's the hoppy IPA guy,
Yeah.
person.
there should be some common ground.
But this is yeah, I don't see why either would not like this.
Yeah. A lot of times when people come in, we don't always carry an amber on draft, but we almost always have this dunkel. And a lot of times when people come in looking for an amber, we can give them this.
Yeah.
At a minimum, they're like, yeah, okay, that works.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
If they don't just
Yeah.
out and out like it.
Definitely,
Which it is
it does.
technically a dark German lager, but I mean, I tell people it's
Mhm.
more like an amber lager.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. At least the way we make it.
Yes, yeah.
Yep. Awesome.
More caramel than roast. Actually, really no roast to it. There's a little bit, but
Right.
No, not at all.
Indeed. All right. So who was the going back into the original idea? Who is this? Who first sat there and suddenly had the halo and the light bulb go off that said,
So
"Let's open a brewery."
yeah, so the story goes, we started off doing a podcast called Three Beers In.
Mhm.
It was just us and a couple more of our friends. We would pick a beer for the night and we would drink 3 of that beer. And we would just record that whole process of us sitting there. We would talk about the beer some, get off track, talk shit to each other, get back on track, talk about the beer some more. And it's a longer form podcast and
Mhm.
it's still kind of floating around out there in the ether. We'd like to record more episodes, but we don't really have time right now.
yeah.
But
Thought we would, but
Yeah.
then it's like, oof.
and then from there, Ross and I got into home brewing.
Mhm.
So we would homebrew in my garage.
It was what, like 2017 or 2016, and it just seemed like everything out there was an IPA, and we're not big IPA people. Like
Mhm.
I try to I try IPAs every now and then to find one that I like, and
Gonna try one
sometimes
tonight.
I mean, and at the Texas Brewery Festival, I did try lots of IPAs.
Yeah.
There were a couple that were okay, but but we were like, let's make something that we like.
And then we did that for about 4 or 5 years. And at one point, Ross looked over and said to me, I just want to wake up and make beer every day.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do. And I said,
And Clint was my
Okay.
genie. He's like, yeah,
okay.
I'll grant that wish.
Careful what you wish for.
I was
right?
like, oh shit.
Uh-huh.
So then I started working on the business plan, the raising the funds, raising my own funds to
Mhm.
make the initial investment into getting this place up and running. And
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
so that was the moment. That's where the moment like crystallized, right? Is
Yeah.
when Ross said, I want to make beer every day. I was like, well, we're making some pretty good stuff based on, I would open my garage up because we would have at any given time 6 kegs in a deep freezer in my garage. And I don't drink that much.
Hard as we tried.
Yeah. So I would open up my garage and just put on like the neighborhood Facebook, like, hey, come drink my beer. Like, we've made all this beer. I don't drink it all. Just come pour some. Tell me what you think.
Mhm.
And we got mostly positive feedback. So it seemed like we would be able to pull this off.
Mhm. And so you did. Now, do you ever wake up at all and go, I wish I don't have to make beer today?
No, because the
Yeah.
days when I'm actually making beer are pretty good.
Mhm.
The days where I don't make beer, like
When you just
cleaning
have to
and
clean.
stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Which I mean, even when I'm making beer, I gotta clean too. Those days, but
Yeah.
but just cleaning days are just like, oh
Well, it's same with cooking. You have to cook.
yeah.
You have
There
to
you go.
clean afterwards.
Yep.
Is what it is.
At least with cooking, you have instant gratification.
Andrew, when did you come into the?
Well,
When did they rope you into
funny enough, I went to the deli next door from here. Me and my girlfriend went to go have lunch, and we looked over. It's like, oh, hey, brewery's opening here in Round Rock.
Mhm.
Had no idea. So on the drive home, I was like looking it up. And I was like, oh, when are they going to open? And it's all a big old thing. Like, oh, hiring now. It's like, oh yeah, I could be a bartender. Why not? Or beer tender.
Mhm.
So yeah, I sent my resume in, and next thing I knew,
We got him.
Yeah.
you got me. Honestly, I had completely forgotten I sent my resume in because it had to been like at least 2 months before I heard a response. And
Yeah.
It was a
Getting
while.
open as
Yeah.
a brewery is always, I mean, as any business with a storefront and everything like that, there's, always things that come up that delay your expected timeline. And so it was like, we thought, okay, now seems like a good time to start hiring. And then I think there were some things that came up that delayed us a little bit. And so, we had resumes, but it was like, well, we really can't, pull the trigger on any of these people until we're a little bit further along. So
My friend and her husband, and they said they were coming here for Oktoberfest.
nice.
And so we came for Oktoberfest. Oh, cool. Like, wow. And it was her brother was the one that
Oh,
yeah. I heard that. Yeah, that's right.
One of the Steins.
That went on. That
So-
was
John did it again. And might have to start banning him from the Stein contest here pretty soon. But
I did
Anyway,
I
no,
did
that
not
was
think
really
the Stein hoist would go on for as long as it did.
Yep.
But yeah,
uh,
those two guys were
yeah, Tony that was his brother-in-law.
uh-huh.
I thought he was going to take him there for
Yeah.
the first time finally, but
Justin's really
not this time.
eager to give his
Justin
give it-
Starber?
Yeah,
Yeah.
one of our regulars.
He practices all year long. So
wait, how does one train for a Steinhoist?
Well, you gotta like just hold your pint out for a little while
I
Yeah.
think
just to build up that stamina.
Okay, so you have a gaming theme going on here.
Yep. That all just was part of as we were building out the kind of business plan and everything, we were discussing, what's our brand identity going to be? Because that's something everybody always wants to know. Like, what's your brand identity going to be? What is going to make you stand out and be different and all this other stuff? And we went back and forth on like, we kind of do the hyper local thing where like, oh, our brand identity is going to be all about the like, at the time we were actually looking at Hutto as our initial like locations. We were trying to, because there was like a big gap between Taylor and Round Rock. Blue Bonnet was here in Round Rock. Texas Beer Company's out there in Taylor. So then like Hutto's kind of in between. Good spot for a brewery, we thought. So it was like, are we going to lean into the hippo thing or are we going to do that? And then eventually, like, I think after coming up and like scratching a bunch of ideas, it's just like, you know what, let's just do what is us. And we're nerds. We play video games. We read comic books. We watch a bunch of movies, like read a bunch of books. Like we're fucking nerds. Let's just lean into that. And that's our identity. So
Yep. Yep, I can definitely relate to that. What do you guys have on tap so far? What number of your own?
everything on
Beers that you
tap
have.
is ours. We make everything in house. We don't do any guest taps or anything like that. Right now we have 9 different beers on tap. Or did we? No, Bad Wolf's gone. So we
Yeah,
have 8
we
different
just
beers on
picked-
tap.
Uh-huh.
We try to keep all 12 full as much as we can. But yeah, so right now we have 8 different beers and 8 different styles on tap. We have the Dunkel, a hazy IPA, a West Coast IPA, a Hefeweizen, a sour beer, a stout,
Come on, you can do it. You're almost
and
there.
the shandy.
Oh, yeah, Shandy and RPG.
RPG. RPG is a roasted pepper golden ale. It's a golden ale base with jalapeno, Anaheim, and poblano peppers
Yep.
added into it.
Yeah, did try that one last night.
It's a good one.
That was
That's another. I think
definitely
that's
a good
another
winter one.
favorite amongst us,
Oh yeah,
or not for you, Ross.
It's fine.
Okay.
it's not for everybody.
It's the one that's like kind of getting a cult following.
Uh-huh.
Or
It
like-
has an interesting story to it.
yeah, it does have an interesting story to it.
It's a mistake.
We were making a
A mistake.
we were making a beer.
I've had some great wines that were mistakes.
Yeah, we were just making a golden ale.
Yeah, we were making a golden ale, but
Uh-huh.
the system we were using didn't have the best filtering bottom, so that none of the grain could pass through. And so as we're like transferring over to the kettle, there's actually grain going through the line, and it ended up getting stuck and somehow burning a little bit. And so it's like accidentally smoked the entire batch of beer, and we were just going to dump it because it tasted just like a barbecue pit.
It smelled, yeah.
But then we decided, like, what would we, if we wanted to save this, how would we do it? And so then we decided, like, toss some peppers into it, like how, some chilies, and yeah,
The smoked worked
well.
Worked with the chilies. We don't smoke. We don't. Well, I mean, we still smoke the peppers, but we don't add any smoked malts. We have in the past, but now it's basically just peppers.
Yeah.
Golden ale with peppers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a very interesting beer because it has so much pepper flavor, and a lot of people equate
But not, yeah.
to pepper flavor, but
Oh.
it's two different things. And I think it's very well balanced. Does not have a lot of heat, but all the flavor of the three peppers just combine, and
Yeah.
it's pretty fantastic.
The warmth was there, but not the fire.
Yeah.
That's
Meat without the heat.
That's not this next beer though.
No.
yeah, no. So what?
This next beer is our Harryman Hefeweizen. It is a German style Hefeweizen.
Well, yes. Every half
Well,
is
it's like you can. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Mhm.
I guess a German style wheat.
German style wheat is what
Yeah.
the keg collar says, because the government doesn't recognize beer styles except for lager, ale, stout, porter, stout and porter, like
Yeah.
whatever. So you got to put wheat ale, German style wheat ale is what it's
Yep. So this
technically.
This one is fun because we actually, for the can art and everything, we partnered up with some regulars who were designing a
Grackalope Games. Grackalope
Grackalope Games, who were just designing a little web-based video game, and they
Brew Heist.
wanted to partner with us. It's Beer Heist.
Beer Heist. Sorry. Yeah.
And so they were like, we're going to make this game about the Harryman cryptid of Round Rock.
Mhm.
It's a local
He's-
legend.
Yeah. They did all the
The
artwork.
Harryman. And so,
They did the artwork, and I put it on a label.
yep.
And
And so, yeah, we did that.
then
We
you
had
got the Hairy Man there and the Round Rock.
and it works as kind of that hyper local beer, right? Like it's
Mhm.
definitely for,
So
but it also kind of crosses that threshold by being very video game inspired.
Mhm.
So it works well for
Yeah,
what
very
we have going on here.
old school video game inspired.
Yeah.
Way back video game inspired.
pixelated.
I think
I'd say it's more banana forward.
Banana forward.
And this batch, this
we did a little banana.
batch,
That's-
I'd say is a little bit more fruity, but the fruit it's got some citrus there. It was a lot stronger when we first tapped it, but it's got a bit of like melon in the background, I think, which is most of the flavor that I get now. But yeah, we try to do, if anything, low clove, zero to low clove. So it's all fruit forward and wheat. Yeah.
And the banana and clove flavors actually just come off of the yeast. There's not actually any, and no Hefeweizen, we don't really add banana or
Right.
clove. And
A lot
a lot of people don't get that.
It's like,
and so,
I don't like bananas. Like, oh, well, there's not actually bananas.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a Hefeweizen guy at all,
Mm-hmm.
but I've been finding myself saying this quite often working with these guys. It's a really damn good beer. Like Ross over here is able to figure out my palate, especially oddly enough. It's just like, oh yeah, I'm not a fan of this style of beer, but damn it, it's crushable. It's refreshing. It's good. Well balanced flavors.
We just try to make stuff that tastes good.
So far, I haven't been disappointed.
Yeah, which I don't. People remarked about our beers, and it's just like I don't know. I don't know what we do different. We just think of flavors that go together, and it's just like, let's try that. Let's do that.
Let's see what else is in the game plan. What kind of future ideas do you guys have?
Do you have any?
There's ideas.
I know we have to wait for October to get another Oktoberfest again, or September. Or September.
Well, and this October or
That's really my
September,
favorite time of year for.
we're looking at potentially partnering up with Urban to do an and the city of Round Rock to do like a Rocktoberfest
Oh,
is the concept. So
First
it's
I've heard.
just discussions right
Uh-huh.
now. But yeah,
Are you allowed to say?
huh?
Are you allowed to tell people about it?
I mean, you put it out into the ether and it makes it happen, right?
There you go.
Yeah.
It's the secret.
but yeah,
you
no.
say it out loud.
Yeah, there's some discussions about that. I actually just ran into, well, I won't get into the details of it,
Uh-huh.
but
Who you ran into?
yeah, well, no, like
What
anyway,
day-
someone from Chamber of Commerce who is in on the talks about it, and it asked me like, "Are y'all really into doing this?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure."
Yeah.
So, yeah,
October.
I was like, "Yeah, I thought that would be a great idea from the jump." So, so we might be making more
Bigger,
than just
better.
the fest beer, though.
What do you mean?
They want like 4 different German style beers. So we could do the half.
Alright,
We could
yeah.
do the fest beer,
Half
Marzen Oktoberfest, and then
Well, Mars and I don't know, but we'll see.
well,
Dunkel.
and Dunkel. Those
Well,
would be
the
4.
thing is, the Dunkel is the best Oktoberfest you're gonna ever have. So.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. You distribute it all, or
Just other bars and restaurants,
Mhm.
not into any retail stores or anything
Okay.
like
Mhm.
that.
But
For
we do
us,
cans out of the brewery.
yep. So if you come through, you can take a 6-pack to go.
Beer to go,
Usually,
yeah,
as long as we aren't
out of cans.
out of cans like we are right now.
I do frequent three-legged goat in Pflugerville.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. R.I.P. Woody.
Yep. He only sells Texan, so
No,
it's a great place for me to go and get everything all in one spot, all
yeah.
in one bar.
Yeah.
It's really good. What is the shell shock? Oh, the shell shock is the sour, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and this is the grape flavor.
Rotational series.
Mm-hmm.
We do one for every turtle right now.
Yeah, possibly the most popular beer.
Yeah.
Possibly. When our hazy's like on point, that's the most popular beer. But it varies between this, the hazy, and sometimes the Slim Chance Light Lager.
That is true. Yeah.
Number one, especially in the very
The hot
hot
months,
summer
yeah.
months. People will gravitate towards lighter beers, and yeah,
That is a sour cherry, but it is really good.
yep.
I know a few people that would like to get their hands on that.
There's a good number of people who, if we don't have this, we don't see them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it's also popular with non-beer drinkers, which
Yeah.
is the most
Okay.
fascinating thing.
It doesn't taste like beer.
It doesn't really taste like beer. It tastes more like candy. This is definitely
Right.
giving me the
And what's the ABV on this one? No?
It's 5%. Yeah.
so it's not overly alcoholic. So
Right.
We don't generally like doing, higher ABV stuff, though. There are people that are like, yeah, I want that 10% ABV stout. It's like, I don't know, man. But then the thing is, they order one and they're done and they leave. It's like, dude, we're trying to run a business here. I don't know.
well, and that's why you got charge them $12 for the one pint.
So,
Or take home a 4-pack.
and sell 4-packs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thinking of doing a triple IPA soon. So,
Uh-huh.
and we did a triple IPA last May 4th,
Yeah.
Star Wars Day. Bad motivator. It was pretty popular. So next time I'll can most of it because it was on tap for a while.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Those little tulips, they really stretch out the keg there. It take a while to kick a keg when you're just pouring,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
those little glasses.
What is it, 10 ounce?
It's 10 ounces, yeah.
The triple
Yeah.
IPA.
Yeah.
It was,
What was the ABV on it?
I don't know when I've had
it was 10 or 11, or was it 13?
It was 13.
I think it was 13, yeah, actually. That's the highest ABV I've ever made.
Well, there was that one beer I made.
Uh-oh.
The amber?
No.
Well, make it triple IPA. A triple IPA is
The higher-
triple the hop. So
Yeah.
that's
No,
just ABV.
just ABV pretty much.
Yeah.
But
Imperial, double, triple, those words all just mean higher ABV.
Definitely.
Yeah.
when
Alcohol.
when you get to the higher ABV, you do have to balance it out a little bit more. It's tougher to do, but that's just how it goes. In the future, maybe a couple months, we'll have a new triple IPA, and then rice lager with pineapple. It's on the horizon.
I miss the rice lager. That's one of my favorite beers. It's right up there with the Dunkel for me.
We had a contest to find a special can, and somebody found it, and they're like, and that was one of the prizes that you could do. You
can tell
Yeah.
us what kind of beer you want to make.
Yeah, and that's what they selected. That's what they
There's a Willy
Pineapple.
Wonka-esque.
pineapple rice lager.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yes.
sure, we can do it. Golden ticket, yeah.
Pineapple rice lager. No, I've not been there before.
Nope.
No?
I don't think I've been there before.
No, I've never
Yeah.
made it, but
Yeah, and you
I'll
pulled
try
it
it.
off.
Yeah, well, not yet.
Oh, you haven't.
We're gonna have to. It's on our list of
In
things
a
to make
couple
there.
weeks, yeah. That
And then
uh,
after that, we'll make just a normal rice lager. Or are you just gonna make the rice?
no. Well, I mean, we'll make the rice lager, but that won't be till April, May. We'll start the end of April. Maybe we'll start that.
How long does that have to lager? Like,
I mean, the higher ABV, the longer the lager time.
Are
Generally,
you gonna shoot for that 6% ABV again?
probably.
Yeah, people really like it.
Yeah, people liked it, and so you got to do what the people like.
If you want to sell it, yeah.
So let's see, what other fun stuff? Last night I saw the aftermath of the painting, the Pokemon painting,
Yeah,
kind of like painting with a twist, but
Yes, but it was little.
yeah,
Planters.
painting Pokemons with a
Yeah,
bud.
we called it the pocket planter painting event
Uh-huh.
to avoid any sort of trademark issues.
Let's see, and food, you have the food truck out there.
Yes,
Weekends.
on the
So
weekends. Yep.
that's let's see, well, I can't say no, it was barbecue, right?
Taco
Taco
truck.
truck.
Yeah.
Taco truck.
Taco
yeah.
truck. And
It's a good beer side.
we might, depending on how busy we are during the next few weeks, we could be looking at having a truck here during the week as well. But it all depends on how busy we are. We do Dungeons and Dragons night every Tuesday night. We have a small 10 to 15 person group that regularly comes out to that. Vinyl nights on Wednesdays that
you're here.
Every Wednesday.
bring your record in and we'll spin it on our turntable and play it over the sound system.
That's how it works.
Trivia nights on Thursdays.
I don't have any vinyl, but that would be a good night to hang out.
Yeah,
To listen to
it's interesting. Yeah,
it's kind of like having a jukebox, only worse because they can play an entire side of an album.
yeah. Yeah.
I'm not here for that night.
Yeah, Clint hates when I put music on.
Yeah, that's right.
It's music for plants, man.
I did like
Not for
those.
people.
that you had on last night. There was some good
So
stuff.
yeah, last night was my mix combined with Sundays, which are sad hour. So that was our sad hour playlist. Was probably what you heard.
Mhm.
Very Cure heavy and just sad songs. But so sad hour.
Make it more sad.
Well, sad song says
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Sadness is universal.
I don't know if you can get sadder than Cure.
Oh, man.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, sad hour, 7 to 9 every Sunday. We play sad music, sad movies, happy hour pricing.
Morning, the end of the weekend.
Yep. Saturday mornings we run Magic the Gathering meetups and just general trading card table or trading card game meetups. And then this Saturday we're doing a anime watch party.
Oh yeah,
Watch Solo Leveling
with the special beer.
with a special beer
Probably.
called the
It should be
Monarch of
Shadows. So
Yeah.
it's going to be a black ale with smoked honey. So
All right, don't kick me to the curb, but just not an anime person.
Eh, not everybody is, and that's okay. And then we have a video game tournament Saturday night. So every Saturday night we run a video game tournament.
Uh-huh.
It's an ongoing tournament series where as you progress through the season, every win you get, if you come in first place, you get 10 points. And the more times you come in place, the more points you accumulate. And then at the end of the season, or end of the year, I guess, because we're going to just run it for the whole year, we'll do a grand final tournament with the top 8 in terms of points. And then the winner of that tournament is going to get a Mug Club membership for the
$500 value.
whole next year.
That's wonderful. That's news to me.
Yeah,
Learn something new every
Reggie
day.
was talking about that
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Now you wish you were a customer instead of employee. I know.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's it. I
Well, then you got to
He,
pay
he
for
drinks
your
for free.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, there's that.
all right. Let's not get too crazy.
Okay, I only half quit.
yeah.
So, I mean, they fire me every week. I just keep coming back.
We can't. Yeah.
Let's see. What's the
The last beer,
what's our dead horse?
the Dead Horse, is a West Coast style IPA. Nice ambery color,
Yeah.
good clarity.
It is a blue color.
Which we've had a lot of people come up.
Yeah.
It's like, especially right when we open, it's like darkest West Coast I've ever seen. It's like, but no, I wanted to go, old school West Coast, like, Russian River, sort of like 90s West Coast.
Mm-hmm.
Very hoppy, piney, dank, but then also flavorful. It's got Simcoe in there, so there's still a lot of citrus to it. It is one of my favorite.
Podcast, right?
It is one of my favorite recipes. It's a recipe that doesn't change. Like all the other recipes, well, I guess aside from the Dunkel and I guess the Slim, all the recipes are up for revisions or something. But Dead Horse, that's exactly where we want it to be.
Yeah, this is what a classic IPA tastes like.
Oh
Definitely seems like it
no, it's
withheld some hops on this too. It's just a little bit more laid back than
it's 100. It's
It's a
100
good amount of
IBUs.
hops.
So
Yeah.
it's a lot of hops.
Oh.
The thing is, like, if you taste it before we dry hop it, you taste all those hops. It's so bitter, so dank. It is just like
right.
a
Yeah, that's what I
wall
was
of
thinking.
hops.
That's what I was
But-
expecting initially.
But after we, and that's one of the things. Like after we dry hop it, you get more of those fruity flavors from the hops, which we dry hop it with hops that other people don't use for dry hops, and it works out great for us.
It's Chinook. Oh, okay.
No.
All right. We're gonna tell people the hops. Aren't they listed on Untapped?
They
Yeah. Chinook.
Columbus, Chinook, and Simcoe. Yeah,
Yeah, I posted the recipe on Reddit. I have not done that.
it's fun. But yeah, and it's people see the IBUs and it's like, oh, it's gonna be, but it comes out after the dry hop to be very what's the word I'm looking for? I guess approachable, palatable. It is. It's 6.8%. So I think despite the tons of hop in it, it's pretty smooth for not. It's very smooth considering the IBUs. Which, IBUs are bullshit. So it's
Trade secret. IBUs are bullshit.
the thing is, there's a lot more to a beer than just like that number, than the bitterness, like, because we balanced. That was the word I was thinking.
Good.
So we balance it out with the malt. So so there, if we didn't have, like, I'd like to do that one of these days. Just an idea, just had right now.
Perfect.
Make Dead Horse
You're
Without
witnessing
dry
the
hopping
beginning.
without the hops, or just like a fraction of the hops, so that it's no
Or the
longer
maltiness comes through.
no longer an IPA. Yeah, so you can see what it's like.
What if we did it? What if we put it out without dry hops?
Some people would like it.
Yeah, all the people that are like, "Oh, that's gonna be so bitter. Let me get that."
Yeah,
They
we
would like
could
Dry hop it less.
we could split off. We could split off a barrel or so, probably. Do a special Dead Horse day.
A wet dead horse, because it's not dry hopped.
Well, call it a wet Dead Horse, and you think you're using wet hops, which are super fresh hops, but
Oh, okay.
that's a whole logistic thing that I don't want to get into.
Okay.
But
Just trying to play off the fact that it's not dry.
I know. Yeah,
So-
I get it.
Some concept of it's not.
It's fun how the ideas start swirling when you got a half-empty glass in front of you.
Yeah.
That it happened.
This is the creative process.
You
I know.
saw it here first. Yeah.
You're gonna have to redo all of the logos. You're gonna have to redo the name, change it to 4th level.
There you go. Well,
Pretty soon. No,
R.I.P.
I know we got to
for-
level up.
Yeah, I am not an IPA guy, but that one I can handle.
You can make it through
Yeah.
4 ounces of it.
Yeah, give me a pint.
Yeah. The original idea was make it so hoppy, make it taste like a dead horse.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And I said, Clint, we can't do that. I'll make it hoppy. I'll make it super hoppy,
Yeah.
but
I'm still going to try to make it balanced.
Yeah.
I said, no, don't do that. That's not what they want.
Clint just wanted like hops in your face, and then you're not wrong. Yes,
Yeah.
people would still probably like that, but
Stone IPA
I
style.
wanted to make a really flavorful beer.
I've never tasted a dead horse before.
It's true.
I was really thinking that, the name was stemming from the adage, don't beat a dead horse.
Yeah.
That is you can't beat it. Yeah.
No, so yeah,
That is one of the-
we like
yeah.
both ways. Like you can't beat a dead horse, or we are beating a dead horse because we made another IPA.
Yeah, okay.
It's just the
Yeah.
Yep, it's been done, but
Okay.
you know what? We're still gonna do it.
Which also, I mean, we had this name ages ago before we opened up, and we're like, should we change the name because it's not really on brand? It's just Dead Horse, and it's like, no, I like the name.
Yeah.
And Clint liked the name too, but there were other people that were like,
It's
no, you
vague.
need to change the name.
Mhm.
You need to make everything on brand, and it's like, it's fun, and that's what we're about. I mean, we just want to have fun.
Mhm.
That's why we got the video games and comics and everything, because we're here all day, so
Mhm.
everybody can come have fun. Whatever you want to do.
I like it, and you're right. It is fun. It's definitely a fun place to be and to hang out. Place you can bring your kids to. Bring your
Yeah,
dog to.
no, that's something that some people are often surprised. It's like, oh, can we bring our kids here? And it's like,
Are you kidding?
yeah,
Look at the
breweries.
place.
Yes, yes.
Did you say the video games are here so the kids are happy? And the
Uh-huh.
kids are happy, we're happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're sitting still and playing video games.
We have
that works
had a couple of
You see the
Kids'
kids at
birthday
home
parties,
now?
yeah.
We got at least one.
yeah.
He requested it.
Yeah, there was a
Yeah.
kid that requested his birthday party to be here, so
Oh, right on.
his parents held a
Okay.
birthday party for him here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we have plenty of we have Capri Suns and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
we have stuff for
to drink.
kids and people that also don't drink. I mean, we have non-alcoholic. Yeah, well, if your kid's drinking, it's like, oof.
What was the kid's
better potion?
Yeah,
what was
we
the
have,
birthday kid's favorite pint?
We have our
The health potion.
We have-
like that.
we have our mocktails, which is hibiscus lemon
The
ginger
sour.
tea and lemonade and elderflower and topo and blue. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Topo and blue.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
All right, guys, you got to make a cow beer.
Cow beer.
Oh,
Mixed milk
yeah.
stout.
New Glarus already has
yeah. Do a beer. Do
Like
one and just
cow
call it
level?
secret cow level.
Well,
We'll call it the cow level.
Secret cow level. Or
That can be the name of the Franca Franca beer.
No.
that's good. Wait, we already have labels for
you get a free
Putting
pint if you bring this and this in.
Oh man.
There you go. Yeah.
Well, a prosthetic leg would not be ideal. I'm just
What are
telling
we
you,
gonna
do
do
not.
with this pile of legs back here?
It's like Rocket Raccoon. No, I just thought that would be funny.
Uh-huh.
Well, of course, it would be funny.
Yeah, the things that you have to go out and find and bring those in for a free pint. I actually, you know what? It could be any pint whatsoever.
Yeah.
You could make up.
If we
But if
were,
people bought
yeah.
3 things in,
Yeah.
we had a
you
better
specify.
following, that would be really cool. Yeah.
that
We
would
could
be
do that
perfect.
as like a charity drive type thing.
Yeah.
Like bring in can of food,
Oh,
toy for tot, and something else. And if you bring all 3, then you get the secret
Uh-huh.
cow level beer.
but you
There you
have
go.
to merge them in the cute.
Haradric Cube.
You got to put them in the pot.
We can get one of those 3D printed, right?
That could be the box that they have to put their donation
There you
in,
go.
and we take that. Yeah.
Two
But
creations.
then Andrew has to sort it like later.
So
This
Yeah. Okay.
your dice roller over here
Yeah.
with the dragon. I've
Yeah.
got something very similar to that with the dice as well, but it's only about that big, that tall overall. And then with
But yeah, if you don't know what beer you want, you roll for it. Roll the dice. So yeah, generally we have 12 on tap. Oh, also we are the third best art gallery in Round Rock, by the way. Voted by the people.
by the people.
Oh, also first
poster art or another.
also first best first or best brewery. Yeah.
Yeah, best
We
brewery
came in first in the best brewery.
out of 5.
So is that the
5 or 6,
is
yeah.
that the best of?
Yeah,
Yeah,
best of
the Round Rock
Yeah,
best
yeah.
of, yeah.
Does what's the name of the place in Old Taylor High School?
Loose Screw.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, they
Yep.
have the Shell Shock Strawberry right now.
They have the show.
Oh, really? Okay.
That's before the grape.
Yeah.
And we're on tap in downtown Round Rock at 600 Degrees and Brass Tap.
Brass Tap. Yeah.
We are on
Oh,
tap
go to 6
at the Brass Tap in Austin.
At the Triangle.
Out at the Good
Witchcraft
Lot.
and
Witchcraft.
Witchcraft. Okay.
Craft in Austin.
Dave and Buster's.
Dave and Buster's.
D&B's.
Little Woodrow's in Tech Ridge.
Yeah.
Chupacabra out in Salado.
They have 4 of our beers right now?
They have 4 of our beers right now.
We're also in Growler Bar in Pflugerville. And I want to say
Finley's.
Finley's in Round Rock as well. Might still have-
Pixel Palace.
Oh,
Pixel Palace.
oh, it's as
Yeah.
well. I should know this list better. I'm the one that drops off all the
It's hard to
kegs
just
places.
That's a pretty big ass list. though.
Oh, Urban.
That's cool. Urban.
Yep.
Urban Eats in downtown Round Rock, and we're going to sit down with Urban Rooftop here.
Try to get the rooftop.
Yeah.
Oh, and at Whitestone in Cedar Park.
Whitestone and
Whitestone 600 Degrees location. I don't know if they still have anything of ours on tap. We haven't given them anything.
Well, speaking of other breweries, Rockabilly out in Hutto.
Oh yeah, Rockabilly out in Hutto.
And we've got Hops for Houses coming up. Being there.
Yep. Hops
And
Houses.
Is that a benefit?
It's,
Yeah, for
Habitat for Humanity does a Hops for Houses out in Taylor. It's a beer festival, so they have a lot of local breweries show up out there with samples. You can buy tickets. I don't know the website off the top of my head. I wasn't prepared for this.
It's a fun event.
and then
Did it last year.
March 22nd.
Saturday?
Yeah, it's a Saturday.
Oh,
the last
okay.
Saturday of February.
March.
March 22nd will be in Temple at the Pedals and Pints, I think it is, or Pints and Pedals. It's one of those. But yeah, it's their annual spring festival, which used to be, I think, the Blossom Festival or something like that. But now they're doing Pedals and Pints. And then April
Wild West Brew Fest.
April 12th, 11th and 12th, technically.
And then starting in May for all summer long, we will be at all the Round Rock events out at Old Settlers Park.
Yeah.
So they're doing a pizza party in May and a movie night, and we'll be at both of those. And then there's several events, like they do 2 events every month throughout the summer. So May, June, July,
When's the luau?
August. The luau
July
is in
25th, because I asked about
July.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's your.
Yep.
it. Yeah.
For some reason.
One I might actually be able to make.
Yeah.
Well, if you go out to any of those events, me and Ross were those fun times.
I think free samples at all of them except the pizza party
the
and
movie
the luau.
nights. No, the movie nights.
Oh,
There's no free samples at the movie nights, but there are free samples at all the bigger events.
okay.
So the pizza party, the luau, they haven't said what the other 2 events are going to be. The one for June and the one for August. May, June, July. Yeah. But those are to be determined, but those will actually be pouring free beers up until a certain point. So make sure you come out and check them out.
Did you write all those dates down? And then, of course,
I
check
haven't.
the website and the Facebook page. You're gonna have all those on there too, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Those events.
Well, those will
probably
be
not.
on.
We only put our.
Those will be on
events
the
we
Round
host.
Rock,
Yeah.
Round Rock Parks and Rec. They have their events on there. Yeah.
We will post about it on our social media,
Yeah.
so you can follow us on
follow
social
us on
media.
Instagram, or
Yeah.
Facebook, TikTok.
No, we don't really post on
No,
TikTok.
we don't.
Yep, sounds good. Yeah, so as usual, if you like this video, definitely click the like button. Click the subscribe button for sure. That would definitely help me out a lot. Help these guys out a lot too. And the bell up at the top for the notifications. And look at the links below because all of theirs will be on there too, the website and the Facebook page. Go ahead and find those too and stay informed on all of these awesome events. That sounds like I'm going to miss most of them because all of my weekends through April are like all maxed out. But follow and we will see you there. Cheers.
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 And thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tom.
Absolutely.